Once upon a time, there was a little boy called Howard who loved writing stories.
Little Howard dreamed of being a writer, and so he sat and wrote every night. But everything he wrote was fucking shite, yeah. Wubba-dubba-doo, wubba-dubba-doo. Worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world. He's a stupid, suck-ass, rubbish writer.
Hello everybody and welcome to The Worst Writer in the World with...
Howard Long.
Who, sorry?
Howard Long.
Howard Long? Oh, I've heard of him. He's a really good writer, isn't he? I hear he wrote some classics, like TARDIS is 5, the famously backwards titled Doctor Who story.
Well, yeah, he's a famously backward writer.
And not to mention the classic Notes on Love, which is a brilliant title because it has the two meanings. One being musical notes and two being... hang on. Notes on... no, it's just got one meaning, everyone.
Oh.
All right. Thank you to the British Comedy Guide for hosting us.
Hooray!
And to you for listening.
Hooray!
For listening to us. And of course, to all our lovely patrons on Patreon for patronising us.
Oh, it's so
Oh my
lovely.
goodness. Especially the writer of this week's plot so far, Harvey Cupboard. Right. Who says? The plot so far. Pointless idiot Will Fletcher is a loser, a massive loser. He's such a loser, in fact, that in just a few pages of script, he's lost his house and his job, which means it's only a matter of time before Vlad Shing steals his silver toothpick and makes him fight a massive jumping pig to get it back again.
Wow. People are going to have some serious good memory to remember back to the pilot episode of this show.
I'm testing them.
Yeah.
The main thing that Will lost, however, was his wife,
Oh.
who he lost so much she's now dead.
God.
Will is, understandably, quite upset about this. But he's trying to get on with life because, as Harry says, the world keeps turning, so must we. And the world's turning pretty fast for Will because about 8 seconds after losing his job and his house, he got another job writing songs for Teddy Sharp, which comes with a free house. Only one problem left for Will. His wife is still dead. I wonder if there's anyone in this script who could replace her.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, and seemingly unconnected, a character called Annalisa keeps turning up to smoke fags, drink vodka, and fuck musicians. She's skinny and hot, but apparently not hot enough for the cutthroat world of modelling, because her agency dropped her for being old. Or maybe she just looks old due to all that fagging and boozing. Could this be a wake-up call for Annalisa? Will she take a look at her self-destructive lifestyle and decide to change? How do British people deal with stress, misery and disillusionment? By learning from it and bettering themselves? Or do they prefer some other method? Exterior, bar, night. Annalisa is very drunk. She and Jane stagger out of the nightclub to cabs. Some paparazzi are there taking photos of her. Is she famous as well? They're all just famous. She gives them the V sign. A black cab is ready and waiting. Jane is crying still. Baby, don't cry. You'll get a new agent, babe. You're still beautiful. She's drunk, so her voice has changed a bit.
Yeah.
It's not that I've forgotten what she sounds like.
I've no idea what she's saying. I don't know what she's saying before.
Jane, has Jane spoken before? Fucking hell.
No, she's just crying, sobbing, like, has Kleenex tissues, and she's crying. Just
Blah, 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 blah. I'm 24, she's Scottish as well. Blah, 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 blah. And Patty called me, blah, 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 blah. Juno-esque. Juno-esque.
I don't know.
I'm not, I'm 24, and Patty called me, sob, 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 Juno-esque.
Well, I think I thought that it meant big boned when I was that age, but I don't think that it does mean that.
Screw size 0. You're perfect the way you are. Come on, sweetie, let's get you home. She bundles Jane into the cab. Hoxton Square. She taps goodbye on the window to Jane, who waves. The cabbie goes. Paparazzi continue to photograph Annalisa. Annalisa, how do you feel about the wedding?
Okay, right.
But she's already in the next cab, which is lined up, and only half hears. Wedding? What wedding? What's that, love? That's the driver. Same voice. Where's the driver? Too many characters.
No. It's the same voice. Okay, hold on a second. Didn't I just put Jane in your cab?
No, here's what happened. Right, like you said, she's seeing double because she's drunk. So she looked at one cab, thought it was two, and basically shoved her friend in the river. She's like, "There you go, get in this cab." In the river, splash, and then she gets in the other cab, or what she thinks is the other cab, and he's like, "Right, where do you want to go?" And she's like, "Didn't I just put my friend in?" No, you just shoved her in the river. You shoved her friend in the river.
In that conveniently placed river.
What's
convenient about that? It's in the middle of the road.
Inconveniently placed river.
No, it's very strange place.
She's dead. She's dead now. Okay, where do you want to go? Yeah. So, what's that, love?
Oh, yeah, so she's not famous specifically, but
who are they talking about?
The guy, she was dating a guy at the front end that dumped her. He was super famous. He's a super famous indie rocker.
Okay.
And he dumped her, and I guess he's getting married, I think.
Okay.
Well, he's engaged or whatever.
So she says...
So they're all, like, taking photographs of her going, like, "Oh, what's she talking about?"
Like, about a wedding. Yeah. She's like, "What wedding?" "What's that, love?" "Muswell Hill, please.
Hey!
And I need an all-night garage." She looks at herself in her pocket mirror. She pulls the skin taut on her face to make her look younger.
Hey.
Then lets go. It falls back into place.
Oh, shit.
Because that's how skin works.
Falls off.
Yeah.
She's a skeleton.
Yeah.
Dr. Ho. Why'd she say that?
Yeah.
That's He-Man.
He-Man. Says He-Man. Yeah, brilliant. Okay. A single tear which has run with mascara rolls down her cheek.
Oh, shit. She's sad about being old.
She pulls a bottle of tequila from her pocket and chugs on it. So she's old and she hasn't got a job. And meanwhile, Will...
She reminds me of someone.
It's semi-autobiographical piece this time.
Yeah.
And
you thought I was the handsome male character who likes
once.
doing music in the film, but no, I am the old jobless woman
who doesn't seem to have any skills whatsoever, or much of a personality. Yeah, no, I thought that was you.
They're not even sacking her because she's old. They're sacking her because she's just not attractive enough to be a model. They said, "Listen, Howard, come on, could you step in the office for a bit?"
Yeah, listen, Howard, now take the wig off and come here. No, you don't need your high heels. Stop coming here and saying you're a model. We don't want to employ you. Interior cab. Annalisa rides with the paper on her lap, folded neatly, too scared to open it. Right. What's in there?
Ghost.
No Daleks or something.
Bruce Willis.
No, seriously, actually, what is she scared of in the paper?
So the paparazzi doing what do you think about the wedding or something like that? So she's afraid to look to
find out what the wedding
that
is.
Her ex-boyfriend is getting married to somebody younger, presumably.
Exterior, rear garden, Bob's mansion. Annalisa arrives home really, really drunk.
Hey.
Round back of the mansion, clutching the paper. Oh, Annalisa's home at Bob's mansion because we haven't discovered that she's his daughter yet. So now we're going, what's she doing at Bob's mansion all drunk? Is she going to have sex with Will? She hasn't even met him yet. I know they're the male and female lead, but it seems like you've missed a couple of stages here, Howard. So she arrives home at Bob's mansion. She falls into a bush and squeaks. That's a traditional English food, of course, bush and squeaks, that we sometimes have for breakfast.
Yeah. Yeah, why she left her dinner out the back of the mansion, we don't know, but she fell in it.
She falls into a bush and squeak. She manages to haul herself up and, remembering she has no key, slips her hand through the cat flap to unlock the thing. I assume that's the thing from Fantastic Four. And he's all like, what are you doing? I'm just unlocking you. I don't need to be unlocked at the moment. Thank you very much. Your dad hired me to stand here as security. I am the thing. But don't unlock me. That's my great Ben Grimm impression.
That's definitely, that's definitely what I intended. And not just kind of like give up trying to figure out what you call that thing. on the inside of a door that you need to unlock.
A lock.
Yeah.
Unlock the lock.
I
That's
was
the
like, I
problem.
can't unlock the lock.
Yeah.
Undo the lock, unlatch the lock, unlock the latch.
Well, she hasn't got a key. I suppose you've got, like, if you open it from inside, it must be like a Yale lock, right? So she's knocking the latch
The
off.
thing.
The thing. And also, like, Yale locks are always, like, right down by the cat flap, aren't they? They're never high up on the door.
Oh, this cat flap's not down a bit low because they've got a really tall cat. Have they got an automatic cat feeder as well, or does Bob just not give a shit about the cat?
Interior stairs Bob's mansion. Annalisa falls upstairs.
Maybe
I mean,
she's a
that's
cat.
not how stairs work.
And do we know that she's
Sorry.
a human? Have we
Say again?
described that Annalisa is definitely a human, or could she be a cat?
Could she be a cat? Yeah. I mean, cats just walk through cat flaps. They don't put their hand through and unlock the door and then use the door,
They
though.
don't have hands, do they?
That is one of the reasons they don't do that.
She's
yeah.
like carrying one in her mouth.
Interior stairs Bob's mansion. Annalisa falls upstairs.
Ah,
I mean, this is another example of you not knowing how gravity works. Of course.
I just really liked Escher when I was younger, and my understanding is that,
Yeah.
like, you can fall upstairs.
Interior Annalisa's room.
Well, she falls up the stairs. David Bowie is there holding a globe. Annalisa, welcome to Labyrinth Land.
Do you know what you remind me of? A dog. You were a lot nicer to the last girl. You remind me of a dog. I think it's the tail. Look, I haven't got a tail. I'm just a bit drunk. I haven't got a tail. Fucking hell. You remind me of the dog. What dog? This dog. It's a mangy dog. He's a smelly dog. Okay, David, thanks for coming round. Don't come back soon, okay? Okay. Interior Annalisa's room. She enters and sits on her bed, with the paper beside her. She has a bottle of champagne and gulps straight from the bottle. Eventually, summoning the courage, she opens to tacky centre pages. Lucas J. set to marry Madeline Spencer. Interior William's bedroom. Who the fuck's William? Oh, Will. Okay. I was like, fuck, I don't remember anyone called William. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember him. He's the main character. Okay.
Yeah, it's weird that he's got his own bedroom all of
Yeah,
a
that was
sudden. He doesn't
quick,
even
yeah.
live there. He put up one of those like signs on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Will's room,
Keep
do
out.
not enter. No mums allowed.
Yeah. No, Anna, no 30-year-old women.
Yeah.
No
Too
old
old.
women. Yeah, yeah. William is awoken by a crashing sound. He struggles to turn on the lamp. It's really difficult. Oh, why do they make the lamp so difficult? He struggles to turn on the lamp. He pulls on his jeans and grabs a golf club as a weapon.
Right.
Now, this would be a bit of an aborted romantic film if he just beans her with a golf club, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. He's quite attractive.
I can't believe he's moved golf clubs into his new bedroom so quickly. He's really getting it home, and he's getting it home. Settling in.
Interior, upstairs corridor. A light is on in the bathroom. Door ajar. Light spills out. William slowly edges his way towards the bathroom, lightly pushes the door. It slightly swings open, then knocks against something. I know you're in there, and I've called the police. As he talks, he slowly peers around the edge. On the floor, Annalisa is passed out. A vase lies smashed beside her. An empty pill bottle in the sink. Oh no, last time it was the bloke who was doing the suicide. This time it's the woman.
Ah.
Oh no.
Good romantic comedy.
Yeah, yeah,
Bit like
start-
a rom-com suicide.
Yeah, start with the suicide. Start with someone being miserable about being old when she's only 30 and then commit suicide.
Yeah.
Her legs are preventing the door from opening.
You can't come in. I'm Annalisa's left leg. This is my sister. Hello, I'm the right leg. You can't come in.
He forces the door open, assesses the situation. Pills! That's what it says.
That's it.
He forces the door open, assesses the situation. Pills! He pinches the back of her arm.
I'll have that. I need the back of my arm. I don't have the back of my arm. Now I have.
Yeah,
You won't be needing that. You just killed yourself, right?
I mean, you probably won't notice, even if you live, you're not, who checks they've still got a back of their arm? Oh shit, I haven't got a back arm. When did that go missing? That could be years ago.
No. Now her arm skeleton is on display. How higher Grant will be far behind Elise.
His skeleton sense is tingling. He's like, what's that? I sense a bare skeleton somewhere. I must go and eat it. My skeleton sense is tingling. So he pinches the back of her arm. And then he says,
"Thank you very much." You're not really in them.
"No, not now you're dead. I'll take this. I'll take your shoes as well and your head."
It's the back of your head. He pinches the back of her arms.
Yeah,
right?
and says, "Hello, can you hear me?" He checks. Right. I think you've made a little. I mean, this script is full of missing words.
Hey.
One of the things, if I'm like reading slowly, on this occasion, it's not because your handwriting's bad because it's printed, but it's because there's so many missing words, like more than usual. Like light, not I said the light is on in the bathroom, but it's light is on in bathroom.
Yeah, light is on in bathroom.
And it's just like not just articles, but all kinds of words. And sometimes, occasionally, like in this next sentence, you leave out important words.
Yeah.
So, and I suspect this sentence is not what you intended it to say, because it says he checks to make sure her airway is blocked. I think you might have missed out a knot. Right? Otherwise, he's like pushing tissue down there. He's getting the toilet roll, bunging it up and ramming it in. I'm just trying to check you can't breathe. Which is not a normal thing to do.
I don't want you asking for the back of your arms back.
Yeah. So let's assume what this means is he checks to make sure her airway isn't blocked.
Okay.
He opens her mouth and places his to hers, and then breathes. Okay. Oh, I mean, I don't think I can do this justice to how it looks on the page, like vocally. But let me start again. It says, "Hello, can you hear me?" He checks to make sure her airway is blocked. He opens her mouth and places his to hers. Breathes. Pumps the diaphragm. Mouth to mouth. Pumps. Mouth. Pumps. Mouth. Pumps. And you got to imagine this on a new line. Because Howard's trying to get the timing across, right? But he's written mouth to mouth. Pumps. Mouth. Pumps. And she is back, coughing up many pills. I like that she's coughing up the pills like they were just in her mouth as well. Like spit, one at a time. Yeah. Like when they do comedy teeth. You know, like in, like when someone gets punched and they have to spit their teeth out one at a time. She's doing that, but with pills. She sits up and starts spitting pills out. Mm-hmm. He rolls her onto her side. Into the recovery position, he brushes the hair from her eyes. Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Should I pump you a bit more? Or mouth you a bit more? I'm going to mouth you a bit more.
I'm going to mouth you a bit more. No, I'm sorry, I think it's necessary. No, he says hello, hello, and then he pinches her arm. The back of her arm is not enough. I want the whole arm now. This is rubbish. Yeah. And Elisa says, ow.
Give me my arm back.
No, she doesn't know. She says, ow. William says, can you speak?
I just said ow.
Yeah, of course I can fucking speak. I'm an adult woman. Look at me, I'm a million years old, or as good as. I haven't learned to speak in a million years. No, he says, can you speak? And she says, who are you? And William says, good. How many pills did you take? I don't feel well. Hello, how many pills did you take? Do you know? Bottle. You swallowed the bottle. That's even worse for you. It's probably going to explode now. No, she took a bottle of pills. You took all these? The full bottle? No, it was half full. He picks up the bottle and looks. It had 60. She's coughed up a hell of a lot. He vaguely counts them with his finger. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, a million. No. I went to a million too quickly.
That's not very vague.
Million,
Too vague.
1, 12, million.
That's too high. I'm going to come down on that number a bit.
Say 10. Well, that means you still got 20 pills. That's not how counting works.
I'm going to mouth you. and get the rest out.
That's not how counting works. You can't say 1, 12, a million. Oh no, that's too much. I better count down the number of it. Say 10, and then decide that's the right amount.
Shut up! I'm mouthing you. Mouthing you.
Okay. I don't think you've swallowed many. From my scientific investigation, when I asked you how many, you said about half. And then I looked at the bottle, it said 60, and then I went 1 to a million. That's probably all of them. I think you're going to be fine. So I'm not going to call you an ambulance, even though you just tried to commit suicide. And to be honest, no matter what happens after that, you should probably call an ambulance, and psychiatry.
Fine.
Doctors.
Hold on a second, what's this gun doing here? I shot myself with a gun. How many times did you shoot yourself? I don't remember.
I don't know how many. This says it's got 60 bullets in it. No, it's only about half full. Like 1, 2.
Well, you're only bleeding out of 3 holes. So that's probably okay.
Fine. Okay.
I won't phone you.
I won't phone an ambulance. Yeah. What was this knife doing here? Oh, I cut my head off. Like, how many heads
did you have?
Your T-shirt says I've got 60 heads. No, I only have half that much.
I only find one. I better phone someone.
Quick, phone an ambulance. Oh, it's a woman with only one. That's quite normal. Right. Just an afterthought. Before I go, I thought maybe, probably not important, she also shot herself 3 times and took a bottle of pills. Should I do you think she needs an ambulance? No? Okay, bye. No, he doesn't. Actually, I assumed he wasn't going to call an ambulance because he said, you seem fine. Oh. But he is going to. It's okay. He's got the right idea. He's not an idiot. He just sounds like one when we perform as an idiot. No, what he actually says is, okay. I don't think you've swallowed many, but you've clearly been drinking. Mm-hmm. I'm going to call an ambulance. All right, but of course she's going to stop him, isn't she? And then he'll probably listen. She forces herself to wake up, trying to sit, grabbing him. No. I'm fine. Look, I'm just drunk. Even so. No, I can stand. Look. Wobbly, but I can.
No, I don't know. Look, I can do the Macarena. I'm not sure.
I don't know if that's a test. Like when the police stop you and think they've been drink driving, they don't say, can you do the Macarena in a straight line? That's not a test. In fact, you're more likely to do the Macarena when you're drunk, I think. You just proved you're drunk.
What about if I don't know, what do sober people do? Get a job.
What do sober people do? Get a job. What if I get a job? If you got a job in the next 5 minutes.
No, okay, well, watch me stack these beans. I must be not dead.
That's not a job. Also, where did you get those beans from? In this bathroom. That is weird. That's like a drunk thing to do.
You keep a golf club in yours.
Oh, no, hang on. Look what it says on the back of these pills. Possible side effects may cause getting a job. You've taken too many pills. You've got a job. I better call that ambulance. No. I'm fine. I just work in a supermarket now. Oh no, he's getting serious.
Do you need a bag, sir? That's 5p if you want one.
Actually, I do, but that's not important right now.
Hallucinating.
No, what it actually says. She doesn't get a job as a side effect of taking too many pills. We just improvised that. Everybody.
Obviously not, because if she had done, she would have been in a wool shop.
Yeah, absolutely. Because she can't just be a nurse, but you can pretty much start working in a wool shop anytime you want.
Yeah.
If you're a woman, it's your birthright.
Yeah.
All you got to do is call the wool shop hotline, and they'll sort you out with an available wool shop.
This is why there's so many wool shops in the world, because of all the women.
Yeah, they've got to put them somewhere. Yeah, exactly. But she didn't do that.
Well.
No, listener, we just improv that bit. That was just a little flight of fancy. Oh, what? You can't tell the difference between the script and when we talk utter bollocks. Well, that was one of the time when we talk utter bollocks. All right, that wasn't in the script. The script says no, I can stand. Look, wobbly, but I can. She drags herself to her feet, using him as a crutch. She lets go of him, almost falls over, and grabs him again. Almost. She lets go, maintains balance. Trada.
Yeah, I thought she was going to say something like that.
She
It's
says trada.
oh, well then, if you can stand up, that means that we don't need an ambulance.
Yeah.
She falls down and dies.
And
No, probably physical.
no, I suppose it does take pills a little bit of time to work, doesn't it? I mean, she took them a few, maybe a minute and a half ago. Spat them out. I'd probably call an ambulance. No, he is quite sensible because at the moment, but I know he's going to give in the end. You can just feel where the scene's going, right? Just let me sober up and I'll be... She wobbles over to the toilet and lifts the lid, drops to her knees. Do you mind holding my hair? She sticks her fingers down her throat.
Takes her hair off and gives it to her.
Yeah. She sticks her fingers down her throat and sticks her head in the toilet bowl. He rushes and holds her. I mean, why does she need to rush when she's going to make herself sick? I mean, you rush when you have no choice over it. But if you're going to make yourself, you take your time. You're like, listen, well, I'm going to stick my fingers down my throat and make myself be sick in a minute. So would you mind holding my hair back or
She's
passing
got
me
to
that?
rush because he's going to phone the police or the ambulance, isn't he? She's going to throw up quickly.
The police, yeah. No, there's a dying woman in my house. Can you arrest her, please? He rushes and holds her hair up. She throws up a lot. She emerges from the basin all doe-eyed, coyly. This little fancy of yours.
With a bit of carrot.
On her lip.
lip.
Yeah. This
Do
little
you
fancy,
want to have that sex now?
you know,
I never wanted to have sex with you.
yeah.
Never met you before. You turned up in my bathroom.
and now you think
half
because
dead.
you've got thick on you that now I'll be interested. Is
I
this
thought
a little...
maybe you liked carrots.
I do in different situations, but suddenly I've gone off them.
Because I've got some potatoes as well, if you prefer. What would you like? I've got lots inside me.
Do you want some pills? I'm full of them. I took
Yeah,
a million.
yeah.
Now, is this a little fantasy of yours that you'll like one day there'll be a noise in your bathroom and you'll go in and there'll be a drunk suicidal woman who will court you by making herself vomit by sticking her fingers down her throat and then look up all doe-eyed and coy. So Howard, do you like the way I sick up my guts in your toilet? Do you like that? Has it got you going? Should we go up to your bedroom
Pretty
now?
much, yeah. Yeah, and then then
Yeah,
we're
do you
going to
like
piss
it?
on each other. Yeah, it's just fucking brilliant, yeah. Yeah.
Because it just seems that way from the way you've written this.
Just, advancing on the piss fantasies and like leveling it up to
Yeah,
like,
you
sick
have.
fantasy.
I mean, that is a wonderful line. She made herself sick in the toilet bowl. He holds her hair up. She throws up a lot, so she's probably up to the brim. And then she emerges from the basin,
Yeah.
all doe-eyed, coyly.
Yeah. And then she says, "Oh, I think I need a shit." No. Would you hold my legs?
And she hold my buttocks apart.
Yeah.
No, I'm about to leave now.
Winking as she
Yeah.
shits.
There's none of this turning you on. No, maybe you should have gone to Howard Long's house. Is this not Howard Long's house? Oh, fuck, I am drunk. Okay. William says, okay. She nods. He fetches a cloth from the sink and hands it to her. She wipes her mouth. This is so sexy. Thank you, she says. You feel better? I need a bath.
Oh.
What? Bath? Absolutely not. Head hurts.
Why isn't she allowed a bath? No,
Well,
you're not allowed a bath. I prefer you with dry stick on you.
Because as far as he's concerned, she's a tramp who's walked in off the street,
Oh, right,
broken
yes.
into his house,
Of course, yes,
and been
yes.
sick in his toilet.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I think you should go. I think you should have a bath in my house. He doesn't know she lives there, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So
He's
okay.
no idea if she is.
It's
He's
not
like,
just.
you
It's
can't
not
have a
saying, no, I like you. He's sick on.
bath. Yeah.
That's not
But
happening.
he
Thank
is.
goodness.
He kind of is. That's what he said.
Yeah, okay. So she says, bath? Absolutely not. Head hurts. Blame it on the drink. You can have a shower. I don't like showers. I want a bubble bath.
Right.
Not a good idea. You could pass out.
Oh,
No,
that's why he's saying.
He's saying she should have a shower. It's not because she's a weird tramp who's walked into his house. It's because he's worried about the weird tramp safety.
Yes.
And when I say tramp, I think that's a bit unclear for a female. I mean hobo. I mean someone who lives on the street with a beard. Right? When I say tramp here, I mean this homeless woman has walked in and been sick in his toilet. I'm not casting any aspersions on how much sex she has. She's welcome to it. The tramp.
Neither of them seem to care who the other person is. I mean,
No.
she's got home to her house and found a weird man in there who's helping her, like, holding her
true,
hair
yeah.
while she sicks up.
At least she's drunk. I mean, you might like be vaguely aware, like I don't know who this is, but that you're so focused on just dealing with these difficult things that are happening. When you're drunk, so little of your awareness can be there.
Right.
And you're just like, I've just got to get.
So you reckon she's super
Well,
drunk?
that's
then?
what it said. She was stumbling in. It said she was really. Yeah, it said really drunk, didn't it?
Yeah, but then she she did that coy look, and then, you kind of felt that
She said, I don't like showers. I want a bubble bath. Yeah. Not a good idea. You could pass out and drown and die. You can stay and talk to me. He stares at her. Please, I did almost just die. Mm-hmm. You're a bit older. Right, so Will found a strange woman vomiting up in his bathroom, okay? Then he discovered that she had tried to commit suicide.
Oh, shit.
He considered calling her an ambulance, but eventually agreed to give her a bath instead.
Yeah, no, because that's equally...
Equally helpful
Yeah.
for someone who's just tried to kill themselves.
Depends whether she
yeah.
tried to kill herself by drowning. Who's that?
No, it doesn't.
She had her head down the toilet, right? Yeah, so don't give her a bath. She's trying to drown herself.
Call her an ambulance if you're in this situation. If you're ever in the situation where you hear a noise in your house late at night and you go into your bathroom and someone's being sick and you don't know who they are and they say they've tried to kill themselves,
Right.
do call an ambulance, and also maybe the police, particularly if they're bigger than you and they've got a gun or anything like that. But that is a terrifying situation.
I'll
and
give them
you
a bath
should
and a kiss.
Absolutely call them an ambulance, no matter how much they tell you they don't need one. Anyway, let's find out what's happening with them, shall we? Interior bathroom later. She bathes. He sits on the loo facing away. And then he says, is there anyone I should call?
Ghostbusters? Yeah?
Have you called Ghostbusters? No.
Because I'm not real.
Well, you know, if you're going to call someone...
What about all that ectoplasm that came out of me earlier?
That was sick.
Carrots in it. Ectoplasm does not have carrots.
Ecto carrots. That's not a thing. Okay, don't call Ghostbusters. It was going to be a difficult question of which one I was going to call anyway, so I called the original one then. 4 old men, one of whom is dead.
Yeah, that all will want, one weird old one that will definitely want to sleep with you.
Yeah, should I call
Will electrocute me.
Or should I call 4 women and then loads of men on the internet will get really upset that I called the women, even though that makes more sense. Okay, so Will says, who am I going to call? And Annalisa, now he says, is there anyone I should call? No, but you must. Yeah, that's what he says. But you must. No, that's what it is. But you must.
Oh.
Because the stage direction is, in the mirror, he sees her leg rise into the... No, hang on. What it said, I misread it for a moment. I read it like you were being figurative, but I know Howard Long only writes literally.
Yeah.
In the mirror, he sees her leg rise into the air as she washes it.
Ghostbusters!
Yeah. I mean, so that actually what the line should be. But you must... Right?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, your leg came up and floated. Yeah. Flying leg. Yeah. I thought, is that Ghostbusters? Yes, then the women. Quick. No, I don't want the men. They're scary. Then the women. Yeah, all right, Dan Aykroyd. Yeah, he can come too, but he's just got to drive them here.
The cartoon ones.
Yeah, they can't
hurt anyone.
Yeah. So in the mirror, he sees her leg rise into the air and she washes it. But you must belong to someone. It's a weird thing to say.
Because she's a cat. I told you.
All right. That is the only way that line makes sense. If she's a cat. But then, I mean, it'd be weird to put a cat in the bath. Or for a cat to say, I want a bath. For 2 reasons.
Now that one more. The cat saying things is weirder.
So Will just asked Annalisa who she belongs to.
Right. Yeah,
and she says, I'm not a child. Seeing more than he should see.
Oh, shit.
Like the infrared spectrum or something. There is a tattoo with the name Lucas on her thigh. Okay. No, I can see that.
No.
Talking about your boobs. Annalisa says, I'm 22.
What?
+3.
Okay.
+5.
Okay.
So she is telling the truth, just in stages. She just doesn't want to rush into the truth, but she is planning to get there.
Plus 40.
Plus $1 billion. No, William says, but someone somewhere must be worried about you. That's a better question. Don't phone Bob. He'll just stick me in rehab again. That's his answer for everything.
Wow.
Don't phone Bob.
Would you like some chips, Bob?
No! Stop putting me in rehab.
Too late, put it in rehab. Get in that rehab.
Did you have a nice day, Bob?
Get in the rehab van.
That's your answer for everything.
Do you, Bob, take Mrs. Bob to be get in rehab?
Little Howard dreamed of being a writer, and so he sat and wrote every night. But everything he wrote was fucking shite, yeah. Wubba-dubba-doo, worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world.
Dear Rufus and Howard, it's been such a long time since the last series of the Man by Cow podcast, and I'm proper jonesing for some new episodes. Please could you tell me when series 5 will arrive?
Hello, listener, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Man by Cow podcast. Things have been a bit hectic since we got fired from our jobs on a cruise ship and left to fend for ourselves in Albania.
Yeah, this is why I've always avoided getting a job. Employers, they don't care about you. They don't care about the little man Howard. They just cast him aside, dump him in Albania, and they don't ever bother explaining why.
They did explain why.
What?
They said it's because we were rubbish.
What now?
They said we were the worst act they've ever employed. They replaced us with a man and his performing brick. We are working on the final 2 episodes of Series 5 of the Man by Cow podcast, but if you're feeling impatient and would like to hear the first 4 episodes right now, then you can by joining the secret gang at patreon.com/manbycow, where you'll also get your hands on the Secret Gang podcast and more Gret Binchleaf than you can shake a pie at. Thanks for listening. We'll be back with more Worst Writer next week.
Right. Crikey. Oh, that's quite a few miles, isn't it? Have we got enough petrol for 1,000 miles?
Yeah.
How many petrols do we need for that?
Well, I think we've got enough petrols. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. We'll be fine. Just
quite
stay
a lot in,
positive,
didn't we? Yeah,
But
yeah.
I filled it up basically.
Yeah. What is that petrol gauge thing there pointing at that little letter E?
Oh, I think E stands for everything's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's having a little disco look. There's a little light flashing there, shaped like a fuel pump. What's
Oh
it?
yeah.
It's good.
I tell you what, that probably means congratulations.
Oh.
Your petrol situation is so good.
Yeah.
You should probably stop and have a petrol party, or maybe like drive around in circles for a while because you've got so much petrol it is never ever gonna run out. Assholes!
We're getting ready to go now. To spend some time with